All in at the 1400. Stand by. And they're off. Charter Jet slow away. She lost 2 lengths. Radiant Splendor also tucked towards the back of the field. That's where she came from when winning on debut. Perfidia and Hurricane Lass first two to show. Hurricane Lass, though, quicker than Perfidia, and that's in front by a length. Raven Girl, the light blue, races away in a share of second. Then comes Acetra just ahead of Seattle Tango, a length and a half away to Fashion Blast. Redberry Wood is just behind midfield in the red and white colours. Online keeps her company. Then a length away to Sammy Musa. Charter Jet is one from last, and Radiant Splendor sees them all from the back of the field. 800 metres left to go. They're about to be homeward bound, and Hurricane Lass will guard them for home. Perfidia against the inside rail, and Raven Girl still shares second. Acetra, the pink body and black sleeves, with Seattle Tango at her inside. After them to Fashion Blast, and the striped sleeves and cap makes a run towards the outside. Redberry Wood on the far side, Online further back. Radiant Splendor still got 6 to make up, but still being sat on as they get down towards the final 500 metres. Raven Girl quick to get onto the front foot. Hurricane Lass is asked to run. Radiant Splendor towards the extreme outside. Then comes Acetra, Online, Sammy Musa. Redberry Wood is on the far side, but Radiant Splendor has burst into the lead. Second place is Seattle Tango. Then comes Redberry Wood, but it's Radiant Splendor. She's playing games here. Radiant Splendor's out the top draw. Second goes to Seattle Tango. Then came Redberry Wood and Online. Oh, that's good. Very, very good as Radiant Splendor. Dennis Schwarz, the winning rider. Gary Alexander for the 3rd time this afternoon, the winning trainer, now recently purchased by Barry Irwin and Team Valor International. You just wonder how good she could be. The daughter of Lupe de Vega, Australian bred, 2 from 2. Again, patiently ridden from the back of the field, and she's got gears. A lot of gears. Second, number 1, Seattle Tango. Then came number 8, Redberry Wood. Online was 4th. Then came Sammy Musa, Acetra, Fashion Blast, Raven Girl, Charter Jet, Hurricane Lass, and then came Perfidia. So number 2, Radiant Splendor towards the extreme right-hand side with internationally renowned colours of Team Valor, coming good from last to first without any fuss whatsoever. Remember, it's a novice handicap, not a novice plate, so she was on an even keel with everything else, in theory, but clearly she's well above this lot.
Well, she's put up another good performance today. Has number 2, Radiant Splendor, the daughter of Lupe de Vega, now in the colours of Team Valor. Well done to Barry Irwin. Gary Alexander scores his treble at today's meeting, and it's Dennis Schwarz that strikes gold aboard this daughter of Lupe de Vega, bred in Australia. It's 2 out of 2 for number 2, Radiant Splendor. She's beaten home number 1, Seattle Tango, from the Greg and Karen Anthony Yard and Pumi Mallorca. Back in third, number 8, Redberry Wood, Jeff Woodruff and Marco van Rensburg. And number 9, Online, Dory Sham and Matthew Thackeray, rounding off the quartet.
Winner of race 8, very smart filly, number 2, Radiant Splendor. Australian bred 3-year-old filly by Lupe de Vega out of Heavenly Glow by Spinning World. She was bred by the Patinack Farm in New South Wales. Well done to the winning owners, new owners. Team Valor International, nominee Mr. Barry Irwin. For the 3rd time this afternoon, Gary Alexander is the winning trainer. Well done to the brothers and the sister. And Dennis Schwarz is the winning jockey. Ice Cool Ride on a very promising filly. 2, 1, 8 and 9, judges result, race 8.
The Australian daughter of Lupe de Vega, number 2, Radiant Splendor, that makes it 2 out of 2 in her career for trainer Gary Alexander. Lightly raced, but she is improving all the time. Not the biggest of fillies. Dennis Schwarz getting aboard her for the first time this afternoon and opting to ride her pretty much the same as she ran in her first race, but she's come through very nicely. Not the biggest of fillies, like I said, Den, but she's got a beautiful action.
Yeah, she has a lovely action and a big rod, and she tries all the way. And I was at the back; they were going quite fast, and from there on, once I asked her, she just gave it all to me. And I just have to say a big thanks to Mr. Owen, as well as Mr. Alexander, for all the support he's giving me. It's been giving me a lot of rides, and I really appreciate it.
Enjoying your riding on the half felt at the moment?
Yes, it's very nice. I'm glad I can finally start getting into action and ride a few more winners. And I'm getting quite a bit of support now, so it's going well.
Well, congratulations and keep up the good work.
Thank you, and a big thanks to the Academy for all their support as well.
Well done to Dennis Schwartz, well done to Gary Alexander. Nice treble on the day, but more importantly, Gary, this filly's really shown some nice improvement from her first outing.
Julie, you know what, they come to the track and that's where the results stand, and that's when you know when you've got a nice horse on your hands. I think she's quite special. She is not the biggest filly, but I think she's got a big potential career in front of her because she tries very much and she's got a beautiful action. I've got to thank Barry for keeping the horse in training with me. You know, he's got a host of trainers that he could have sent her to. She's here for a short while and then he'll send her overseas, but in the meantime we have a bit of fun with her.
Obviously one for the 3-year-old classics.
Yeah, listen, I think we've got a plan. I've got to speak to Barry first and discuss a few things with him first, and then before we make any definite arrangements. But she's definitely in line for the features.
Congratulations, Gary. Nice day at the office.
Yeah, it is nice, and I thought Dennis rode a very good race. You know, I put him under a bit of pressure with Top Shot in the last race. I gave him 1 or 2 instructions. And then when we got into the ring, I just said, look, you know, out there things change. And I said, you've got to use your own initiative. And I said, there's no pressure on this filly. I said, you haven't got the best of draws, but ride your own race. And I thought he handled it very well.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Julie.
Well done to Gary Alexander. Well done to Team Valet International, Barry Owen, who's recently purchased number 2 Radiant Splendor from Mark Curry and Rob Scott. And hopefully she'll win 1 or 2 black types over here before he sends her overseas. But a nice performance by this daughter of Luke de Vega, number 2 Radiant Splendor, who has come through under his apprentice Dennis Schwartz for the Gary Alexander stable to win 2 out of 2 at Turffontein this afternoon.